We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.
Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with freebets.com, Empire Fight Store and Forged Irish Stout. Delighted to be here. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. What a big card to be involved in. Just firstly, how are you, sir?
Very, very good, thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about your fight. I spoke to your opponent earlier on. He said he's focused, he's in camp. He didn't give too much away. He said just victory by any means. You the same?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much the same all around, you know what I mean? Just got to go there, stick to the game plan, do my thing, come out with the win.
I suppose just firstly, how did this all materialise? Such a big card. We've never seen so many promoters cooperating with each other. How quick was it that the phone rang and then you find yourself, obviously, fight signed? Must have been a very quick process.
It was a very quick process, and I remember Derek Chisora was saying something about that, and he's pretty much spot on basically how this all came about in such a quick fashion. And it's cool. I got the call up. I said yes. At that time, we were already booked to go and help Deontay Wilder with sparring as well. So we knew about the card maybe like 12 hours before. We knew that we were going to be fighting on it too. And yeah, man, such a blessing.
Did you spar Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, for this camp, yeah.
How did that go? And prediction for that fight? That's a tough one, eh?
I'm just going to say the same thing that I've told everyone. It's going to be a good fight for as long as it lasts.
Does that mean that you expected Deontay Wilder knockout, or?
I'm expecting a knockout. I feel like I feel like both of them are going to be going for the finish, and it's going to be a good fight to watch.
Talk a little bit about your opponent. What have you seen? Are there any weaknesses that you believe that you're able to exploit come Saturday night?
Yeah, I've seen some stuff. My team has formalised a plan that they've put together, and just we've been going over that for the past few weeks. And then we're just fine tuning everything now until the fight, and then on fight night I just execute the plan. And I know who I'm in there with. He's a very good boxer. I'm not fooling myself with any types of expectations or delusions. I know what I'm in for. I'm in there for a fight, and I'm prepared for it.
Talk about this being on the world stage. There'll be people watching from sort of Australasia, obviously the Middle East, back in the States, in the UK, all over Europe. This is a real global card. You believe your sort of opportunity Saturday night to give yourself to that whole audience? It'll be the casuals watching as well. You believe that Saturday night is the time that you cement your sort of status on the division?
For sure. This is a big lifetime changing fight. So I'm treating it as such. I'm going in there, I'm going to do my thing, and just travel home for Christmas to go back to my family and see my children.
Is there added motivation given how big it is and how many eyes and probably how many pay-per-views it'll be? Everyone's saying we've never seen a card like this before.
A little bit, because because every fight is the fighter's most important fight. This is just a more exciting occasion. My last fight was a very important fight. The fight before that was a very important fight. Every fight is, but this one is such a massive card. It's just going to be cool to get my fight out of the way and just basically enjoy the rest of the card. It's going to be a huge night for the Saudis and for the world to see. So really looking forward to it.
Just two more from me. Obviously on that Deontay Wilder sparring, there's so much talk about sort of him being in a fight 36 minutes, one punch is all he needs to land. But spoke to some people who've sparred him before that said they've actually been quite surprised by his boxing ability. Were you able to sort of share any stories of that sparring that you've had with him?
Oh, man, it's always good sparring with Deontay. I've been in camps with him for a few fights now. I think this is my 5th camp with him. He's very good at doing what he does, and he does it well. very very good at what he does. You know, keeps himself long, and he just, you know, he's a bit faster than what people think. He hits a bit harder than what people think as well too. So
You must hit double hard then.
oh man, he's a man. He's crazy good sparring because you have to be switched on 24/7 with him, you know. And that's basically how. This is exactly how I'm basically approaching the fight too. You know, I'm going in there with a dangerous boxer as well. I've got to be sharp all the rounds, and you know, Deontay Wilder Sparring has basically prepped me for that.
Well, top man, just a final message to your fans, and I suppose people who maybe don't know you. December the 23rd, Saturday night, an opportunity for you to cement yourself on that global scene. Yeah,
no, I just want to say thank you to all my supporters and my family back home, and I'll can't wait to get in there on December 23rd and perform and do my thing, and just come back home to you guys on Christmas.
Junior, top man, thank you for speaking to us at Boxing Social.
We need to think of a new advert for freebets.com.
Get your best betting offers from freebets.com.
Yeah, that'll do.
The following deals are now live.